Hey, good morning, YouTube. I'm Dr. Wanda, and I'm sitting down for day two chat. Okay, this is Tuesday, so we're going to continue on chatting up until Friday. Today, what I want to talk to you about is Ghanaians and their spiritual systems. So, what you mostly read, if you're going based off Googling or the internet, is that this country is made up of 70% Christianity. And you will come and see a fair share of Muslims, and of course, as part of that Christian umbrella, you will find Catholics, you will find Seventh-day Adventists, you will find Jehovah Witness. You find the various sectors of Christianity. What it doesn't go into deep detail about is the fact that Ghanaians are very spiritual people, and spiritual in the sense that there is a relationship on some level with superstition and playing in the occult. And what I mean by the occult is wanting to, like, wish ill will on you when they're angry with you. Okay, so and then some of it is like being scared of things that you wouldn't think they would be scared of that actually disturb them because of their spiritual system. So the recently the lady I buy dolls from came to me upset because she had a Little Mermaid doll. Matter of fact, she had two Little Mermaid dolls, and she could not get them sold. Everybody came to the table was spooked by them at the table. She could not get them sold, and I said, what is Christians running from a doll? Or have they seen the movie Little Mermaid and this, that, the other? And she said, some of them had, but some of many of them weren't aware of it. But for them, the doll represents Mama Wata, Mami Wata, which is actually a beautiful goddess, in my opinion, in terms of African culture and history and folklore. She is the mother of water. She brings um, health and love and fertility. And my understanding is good fortune if you run into Mommy Walter. We know that many men at sea have fallen in love with her, and she's assisted them. She's responsible for a lot of the good energy that comes out of the water, and she's kind of like the sweetest thing if we have to think about the transatlantic slave trade. She offsets that the idea that everything about the waters is just bad. Okay, so I see her differently when she said, Mommy Walter, they scared of her. I said, that's theirs. How are they scared of a goddess that belongs to them? How are they scared of a goddess that was in existence before even the white man found them? How are they scared of that? And so here are two of the dolls. This is one of the Little Mermaids. You can see she's a nice sized doll with good hair. If you want to comb hair, and the girls want to comb hair. This one has batteries, so I'm sure she sings some kind of song. I haven't put the batteries in because I've been a parent a long time. I've been a teacher a long time. I don't want to hear her singing. I don't want her running her mouth yet. But I will in preparation to gift her to someone. But she could not get this off the table. And I don't have the other one. As you see, I haven't combed their hair. So she has been throwing them away. I told her, don't you throw another one of these dolls away. You save them for me. And, I will make sure they go someplace that someone will appreciate them. We have a little cartoon in the U.S. called Bubble Guppies. And I absolutely love Bubble Guppies. It's a bunch of young fish that are learning from some of the older fish. And this is one of the characters from Bubble Guppies. And she also is a mermaid. She also is a Mami Wata. So here we have this toy lady gave one of the little girls and and Ghanaians ain't when they selling, they not the type of group that give you anything. They're not giving you anything for free. So she gave the doll to the lady, and the lady came back and cussed her out and told her, "How dare you? Why are you giving my daughter Mami Wata, and you trying to bring bad spirits and bad energy on my daughter?" And I said, "You got to be kidding." She said, "No, she was furious with me." So that's how I ended up with these dolls. And so, as we're preparing to travel and we want to gift things and donate toys, and these are the little things that we run into where we're disturbing somebody's spiritual system and we don't know. But part of it too is we have to respect that the spiritual system exists, even though if we don't adhere to it. So I'm aware of the occult. I know that there are people who believe in numerology and astrology, um, that they do the tarot cards, and they work with the I forgot that board, but it'll come to me. In any case, they go to other things to get answers about life, and death, and they go to it to conjure up spirits. I know there is such a thing as voodoo. I know that all of these systems work, but I also understand that they work because they're dark. They're not coming from the light. They're not coming from Jehovah God. They're not coming from there. They're coming from another system. And so, if you're a Christian, and or if you believe in Christianity as described by a relationship with Christ, and leaning on the Father through the Son, um, and you're one of these people standing up singing about the blood of Jesus, this little toy can't bother you. This don't have no effect on you. And so that was one of the things I told my husband. He would not. I told him these dolls are just that, they're dolls. They don't have spirits. They can't come alive. They can't. He's like, no, no, no. We believe such and so, and we would be worried about it. And believe it or not, there actually is a village here. I'm gonna do my best with my Ghanaian language, Abu Jan, that is where with the village of where the original story of Mami Wata came out of. So it's not as if the Ghanaians are not aware of her story, but they don't actually value the story. And as many people as you may find as like sees her as neutral, you'll find even more that are scared of it. So part of this is a cautionary tale about the type of toys and things we introduce to Ghanaians, because there is a spiritual system for them, and they are bothered by things, and they will reject it, and then see you differently. Okay, so this is another one. We have a series of shows that come on that's called Monster High, and the concept is Frankenstein, Dracula, the Wolfman's children went to a high school. They grew up and they went to a high school. This happens to be Dracula's daughter. I know it don't have no clothes on it, but that's just how it is. But if you notice, instead of her ears being in a normal spot, they're coming out the top of her head. So the children did notice, and Gia has the whole set of these. She had the whole little thing at home. She was happy to see her. This is the one black girl. Well, it's like two of them that's black, or three of them that's black in the whole little crew. So, she has her. But then I realized, I told Gia Boo, I said, it's no sense me. I can let the girls who come here that want to comb hair play with it, but I can never gift it because where her ears are setting and her teeth. Their parents are going to misconstrue that and see that as somehow demonic. And I guess in some terms, because we're talking about Dracula, the Wolfman, and stuff like that, it is. But for us as Americans, it's like harmless. So, but it's not for them. Listen, let me tell you how serious these Mama Wata, these Little Mermaid dolls are. I asked Isaac. I said, I'm gonna contact Sylvia in Zambia. Okay, that's my educator partner that I'm working with in Zambia, and I do activities there, and I send them a lesson plan, and I send them a budget every week so that little small school can do activities with girls that lift their self-esteem, that helps them with self-efficacy, their self-worth, that teaches them to think outside the box, that encourages creativity, because for the most part, African education is very linear and it's very rigorous, but it requires a lot of rote learning and memorization, but it doesn't just allow the mind to flower and think on its own. So they've loved these activities. I said, let me contact Sylvia, send her a picture of the Little Mermaid dolls and see if those girls would like them. So she saw them and she said, "Yeah, I'm a Christian too." She said, "No, that's those are dolls. They don't bother me." And so I said, "Would you like them?" She would love to have them for the girls. Okay. So I said, "Okay, would you take them to the police?" You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel uncomfortable even taking them to the post office. I don't really believe I can even go to the post office. Isaac, you're kidding me. Wand, I can. I can't take these two. I can't take him to the post office because he's scared of how the people are going to look at him at the post office mailing some Little Mermaid dolls. And I told you at this post office, they look at all your stuff. It's not like you can have it in the box and it's scanned and they go on. They actually feel a need to open up and look at your stuff. So I said, never mind. On another day, I will mail them myself. But you see how serious they got? My own husband, who sees me in here every week with the doll lady, sorting and collecting toys as I get donations, because many of the toys break. It's a lot of hands messing with them, so they need to be replaced. Some of them walk, every now and then a kid gets sticky fingers. Most times we get them back because these kids tell on you in a heartbeat. They tell. But sometimes, it's like charge it to the game. I don't care. Um, but then other times I gift them. I quietly gift them. Like it's a kid that's working so hard, or they're so well behaving, or it's just me and them, and it's time for them to go. And they look. So I said, you know what, baby, you can take that with you. You can take that with you. It's fine. So I'm always going through the toys for that, and he knows that the girls in Zambia, they don't have anything like that, but they're all like with it girls. They like doing hair, they like nails, they like it. So they'll be going to Zambia. Okay, Africans and their spiritual systems. This is an issue that I've run into here in Ghana, but I'm sure the same issue is in other places. So we need to do our due diligence to teach, not only what these toys are, like I've set them down and said, oh, this is associated with Doc McStuffins. This is associated with Bubble Guppies. This is associated with the Little Mermaid, and help them come up to speed. But then it also behooves us to respect how they feel about it and remove it someplace else. Like Isaac was happy that I was listening to him and not going to push it. But he also kind of looked a little like irritated that I found someplace else for it to be. And it's like, what makes you think that every group is thinking like your group? Like this lady lives, someplace else, and for her tribe, they're not caught up with Mami Wata. They don't think they don't have a spiritual deity, a goddess of water that they're running around scared of may get them. You have that, you know, and you have it, and you actually are looking at it pretty warped. The beautiful things in the culture should be held on to. Mami Wata is not evil. She's not an evil deity. She's actually a beautiful deity and one of great fortune. So you know how beautiful she is? Whites have stolen her storyline and rewritten her narrative. That's how we go from an African deity to Little Mermaid with white woman with red hair. Okay, that's how you go from that. So I said, baby, own what's yours. Own what's yours. Every bit of it. Own it and tell the story the way it was told in days of old. All right, that's my note for today. Um, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Peace and progress.